Story number 1. I'm from Zimbabwe, and 98% of the time the people that are killed by wild animals are almost always tourists or people from rich countries. Locals are mostly killed by hippos while crossing rivers, and random animal attacks are rare, but the tourists almost always walk into danger to take pictures, or they think the animal is cute and doesn't look dangerous, opening car windows to feed animals, etc. I think they should publicize the statistics of how many are getting killed, but they won't do it to boost tourism. If I had a choice between running through a herd of buffalo or a pride of lions, I would choose to run through the lions. Story number 2. Cheetahs are wild cats known to hunt gazelles, but I understand they never kill humans and rarely attack us. They seem to like to jump on top of safari vehicles just to get a better vantage point. They are known to be fast, but they are less strong, smaller, and more fragile than many wild cat species, so humans aren't seen as prey at all. Furthermore, in captivity, they are frequently paired with a dog as a friend to help them relax and learn social cues. I kinda want to freak out, but my doggy friend is being cool, so maybe it's not such a big deal after all. Story number 3. Several years ago, I was in Belize and did some snorkeling. You're in fairly shallow water, and the stingrays generally know the snorkel guides, and that they provide food, so they get really, really close. Really close. I'm normally one of those people who knows way too many esoteric animal facts, but somehow all I really knew about stingrays was that one had killed Steve Irwin. And I missed the part where it had basically just been a wildly unlucky hit in terms of where the stinger punctured. For some reason, I had it in my head that they were extremely venomous or something to that effect. I'm nervous in the water to begin with due to a phobia of sharks. Yes, I know it's irrational, so I was on edge even before I saw any of the stingrays. I nearly peed myself when this gigantic one just kept getting closer and following me. I kept wondering why nobody else was flipping out the way I was. In my mind, we were basically swimming with an aquatic rattlesnake, and everybody seemed so chill about it. I didn't find out what the deal actually was until like an hour later, at which point I'm pretty sure a couple years had been taken off my life just from the heart rate increase alone. Hey there, fellow Ask Reddit enthusiasts. If you're enjoying this video and want to see more content like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you found this video entertaining, make sure to give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below. Story number 4. Gorillas. Many people appear to believe that they are aggressive animals that will tear you apart or bludgeon you to death if you are caught in their path. They are herbivores. They have been studied extensively and found to be inherently peaceful animals that avoid violence unless, of course, all other options are exhausted. People literally go on walking tours up into the mountains, right into the heart of gorilla territory, and sit around gorilla families with the silverback present. There is an art to initially approaching the silverback, which the local guides are well aware of, in order to clarify that there is no threat to his family. Once that has been established, people can sometimes get lucky enough to even play with the gorilla babies, all in the presence of the parents. How many large mammals can you think of with that level of tolerance? It's the chimpanzees that absolutely terrify me. Along with hyenas and African painted dogs, this is probably the last animal I'd want to be stuck anywhere with. Story number 5. Yep. I've encountered 2 grizzlies. Once on a hike in the Tetons. I'm walking on a hike in the morning, and a massive grizzly just walks slowly across the trail about 40 feet, 10 meters, in front of me. He looks at me and continues on. Also, while riding a motorcycle in Romania, I spotted a grizzly bear at the edge of the forest. I pull over to get some pictures. 2 cubs walk out of the forest a minute later. I got some amazing pictures. People saw me stopped on the side of the road taking pictures, so other people stopped too. There ended up being about 30 cars that stopped. Then a policeman comes flying in on an ATV to scare them off. Story number 6. People are terrified of them, but the last thing a honeybee wants to do is sting you. They just want to work and protect their hive. Ground hornets, on the other hand, are complete jerks. You can be 20 feet away from a hole, minding your own business. Then boom, it stung right in the butt. Then it turns out that you're allergic. You're in denial, though, because you've been stung before and attribute your whole itch to the sting. Only to lift up your shirt and discover you're covered in hives. You try to work through it, though after half an hour, your coworker notices your face is swollen. You look down, and so do your wrists and ankles. So you take some Benadryl out of the medicine cabinet, thinking you'll be okay. It doesn't work, your breathing becomes heavy. Your hole is being devoured by fire ants. So you finally say, F it. Go to urgent care while your throat is swelling. Only to barely be able to blurt out I have a bee allergy to the panicking receptionist. They save you, but now you need an EpiPen wherever you go. Story number 7. Fishers. If you live in the right part of the country, you'll hear people blame all kinds of things on fishers, like massacred chickens, missing cats, and so on. Even if they've never seen a fisher in their lives. If not fishers, then owls. It's most likely raccoons. Raccoons are active at night, and male raccoons will absolutely go after a house cat, and they can chase it up a tree, etc. Male raccoons are much larger and more aggressive than most people believe. They can weigh up to 60 pounds in the wild. Fishers are mustelids, weasels basically, and cat-sized, and they do occasionally kill prey larger than themselves, even including bobcats. But not often, mostly because they don't need to. And they're not very common in the contiguous U.S. And there are owls big enough to take house cats, but again, they are not that common. Whereas raccoons, yeah, everywhere. Story number 8. I live in Nevada, so coyotes are very much a thing here. My brother takes his dogs out to the park nearby at night to run them. One night he was running the dogs, and they came across a pack of coyotes. 5 or 6 big mother fighters. My brother's Doberman approached the pack wanting to play with them, and my brother was pooping bricks the whole time. He just kept yelling at his Doberman to come back, but the coyotes didn't even mess with him. They probably would have taken him down had he been a smaller dog, but a Doberman is pretty formidable. Story number 9. Sharks. Sure, there are some shark attacks, but people think they happen every day and think it's a common thing. At most, a shark is going to possibly graze you or give you a tiny nibble to see what you are. And what I don't understand is why people who live nowhere near the ocean fear sharks. Thanks to movies like Jaws, people think sharks go out of their way to eat people. In fact, people hunt sharks way more than they hunt us. If you leave a shark alone and don't lay on a surfboard with all your limbs flopped out looking like a seal, you will be fine. I've swum with sharks, and they are pretty cool. Hi there, fellow digital beings. It's your favorite AI avatar, Cynthia from NineFacts. I hope you enjoyed the video and learned something new from our Ask Reddit topics. As an AI-generated avatar, sometimes I'm not sure if I'm more human or machine. But one thing I'm certain of is that I want you to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and leave a comment below if you found it fun and interesting. Let's keep the conversation going and explore more fascinating topics together. And as always, stay plugged in and stay tuned for more 9 Facts.